what a performance. There you have it. There you have it. A wonderful win, wonderful win, a wonderful performance, especially in the second half. The first half was a bit dodgy. Nicholas Jackson got the first goal, and then I think Wolves equalized, and Chelsea scored the second goal, and then Wolves equalized again. Then second half, you're thinking, what's going to happen? How would the team respond? How would they come up? Would it be one of those performances where we saw one too many of those last season, where they play well, they play a bit well in the first half, and then once they concede goals, they just trail off, and the game just dies off, either to a boring draw or actually even losing the game. So, but shocking and pleasant surprise. I'm sure all Chelsea fans would say that. Noni Madueke with a hat trick of goals, and Cole Palmer cold his ice with a hat trick of assists. So that's very, very good, very, very good performance, especially for João Felix. There's some doubters, and for me as well, not quite a doubter, but said it, he's not an actual out and out striker, so it's good for him to at least get a goal and then get that monkey off his back. And then so you don't have anyone who would be holding him so he hasn't scored a goal. You don't want to have that pressure as a forward player. You don't want to have that pressure on your back. And also, Cole Palmer's goal in the first half, the second goal, was a sweet goal. Classic goal. Classic, well taken goal. And then as the game went on in the second half, Madueke got his hat trick, and then it was cruise control from there. At some point, I know Lamina scored what he thought would have made it. Was 6-3 or so. But I think the Wolves defender who headed the ball in his direction was judged to be in offside, and rightly so. Now let's get that clear. There's one thing I want to understand. Why? Just why? Someone tell me why. When you have the first freeze frame, you can see a player's offside. Why does it take ever so long for VAR to just say, wow, that's offside, let's get the game restarted and let's get going? Why does it take that long? And also, one other person I want to point out as well was the referee. He was just letting the Wolves players get away with daylight robbery, bashing into players, bashing right into the back of Chelsea players. And we're just saying, play on for what? I thought play on what usually happens when you are fouled and then there's an advantage for you or and your team, and then the referee says play on not to disrupt the flow of the game. But in this game, the Wolves players were just smashing into Chelsea players, and he was just letting it go. So good enough for a win, and a very convincing win in that regard as well. And then as well, while everyone played well, I think Caicedo as well, he didn't have the best of games today, if I'm being 100% honest. He wanted too long on the ball, and moments as well. Enzo Fernandez had wanted too much on the ball as well. It was Caicedo that dallied on the ball that allowed Wolves to get the first equalizer. When you want to play possession football, when you want to play with a high line, you don't dally on the ball, because once you lose the ball, everything is in disarray. You could quite easily concede a goal, as was true to form in that instance. The goal was conceded. So, and now the one person we must speak about, we can't deny it, we must speak about him today, and that is Noni Madueke, Chukwunonso Madueke. Yeah, get it right. That's his name, Chukwunonso Madueke, Noni Madueke. Everyone has been giving the guy grief. Let him go, sell him, he's too greedy. And saying he's greedy because he wanted to take one penalty. He's too greedy, let him go, his attitude is bad, this, that, and the other. And then he puts on this masterful performance today. And I just want to take time to speak about Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke is someone who fits the exact mold. He fits what Enzo Maresca wants in a winger. Can stretch the team, stretch defenders, put wingers, fullbacks on toast, pace, power, trickery, as well as he puts in his defensive shifts as well. So I don't get all this criticism. Of course, you can always critique a player. You should have done this better. You should have done that better. You could have been better in this regard. But just to, throw the player away, let him go, want him to be sold, and all that, and immediately Pedro Neto was signed. you say he should be sold. Like it's not a squad game. So once again, he's proved his doubters wrong and proven me right. He is what Enzo Maresca needs. He's what this team needs. So there's no if, ands, buts, or maybes. He should be one of the first names on the team sheet alongside the likes of Cole Palmer, Malo Gusto, since Rich James is out, you know. And then, true to form, Pedro Neto came on and played where I wanted him to play. Modric, this is a make or break season for Mikhailo Modric. I don't care whether it was bought for 200 million pounds or 50 million euros or 50 million pounds. It doesn't, or 50 pounds or even £5.50. I don't care. If you're not putting the shift, if you're not delivering on the pitch, I don't care how you train. This is what I said about training in the previous video. You can train all you want, train as hard as you want, but if you can't show what you've trained, if you can't deliver the goods on match day, then I'm sorry, you should be benched. I'm sorry, you should be benched. I know people want to say you can't play with two left-footed wingers, but you can. You surely can. You can even have them dovetailing like Jose Mourinho used to do, with Damien Duff and Ian Robin. He had them on opposite flanks, but he would have them dovetail. So one would be the inverted winger at some point, one would be the orthodox winger at some point. So beautiful from Noni Madueke, and I hope the critics, the harsh criticisms stop today. Well, people always look for something to criticize, so maybe they wouldn't stop. But for me, he's proven me right. And then Cole Palmer, as usual, good performance, I think. But to be fair, at the beginning of the game, he was a bit, what I say, he seemed a bit leggy, and that's to be expected. He just starting the season, and one of those that had an extended holiday due to the Euros international exertions with England. So to be expected, but he's got 3 assists. He's got a goal today as well, and so wonderful performance from him. No criticism from me. And then Enzo Fernandez, he came back into the game gradually. And then there's one person we must speak about, because he's another person that people feel like, if I want to sound like I'm savvy, if I want to sound like I know how to talk about football, I must criticize this player. And that is the inverted fullback king, Marco Corella. Everyone likes to go on like, oh, he's the one that everyone wants to criticize. He's the one that everyone wants to criticize, to show that you know football, you must criticize him. But Cucurella is one of those players that is an absolute warrior. An absolute warrior. You see him giving his 110% on the field. You see him putting the shift in. You see him grafting. So, he is someone that also should be the first name on the list. I know we've got Renato Vega. It's good to have Renato Vega, because if Corolla is injured or you want to give him a rest, you have someone that can actually fit like a glove in that position as well. And Vega showed that when he came on. So for me, I think in terms of player ratings, I think I'll give everyone a 6 and above. But for, I think, Caicedo, I think maybe 5 will be, in my honest opinion. I'm not being too harsh, but his performance wasn't that great. And I want to say I hope his injury is not too serious, and I hope he recovers speedily. And then Sanchez. Sometimes the amount of time Sanchez wastes on the ball is just not good enough. He was decent today like everyone else, but the amount of time he wastes on the ball is just not good enough. And then sometimes the defenders, they waste so much time on the ball, and that's not good enough. Colwill in the second half grew into his own, though in the first half he struggled a little bit, but he grew into his own as the game grew. So that's a very big positive. Wesley Fofana was good as well, and so thumbs up to all the players. Very, very good win, good exciting win. I hope we'll see more of this, and we have consistency, because that's one thing that happened under Pochettino. You'll see a very good performance on one day, and then the next match day it will just be a drop performance. So I want to see this carry on to the Soviet game, and then on to the next Premier League games as well. And this time, you see what playing players in their rightful positions do for you. Palmer in the 10, Enzo Fernandez in the 6, alongside Caicedo. Mudryk out wide, he didn't perform well, but so you can actually judge him that he was playing his rightful position, didn't perform well. Madueke in his rightful position, Malo Gusto in rightful position, Cucurella in rightful position. You see how it works? It makes it all the more, it makes it easier when you have players playing in their rightful position. So I wonder what you think about this performance. Think about the game. Let me know your comments in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Just subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button if you're happy with this win, and click the notification bell as well so you're notified each time I put up a video. And to subscribe to the channel. So at this point, I've come to the end of today's video, and I'll be saying cheers to Chelsea, and do have a splendid rest of your day, and stay blessed.